This is the move-in video for Unit 105 of 2600 Douglas Avenue. I will begin with cleaning and in the kitchen. So starting here with the countertops opposite of the sink, the one with the breakfast nook, this is what we are seeing. This countertop does look to be in pretty good condition. We will now begin looking at the stovetop and oven. This is what we are seeing for stovetop. Here we have the sides of the stovetop. And this is what we are seeing underneath the stove. We will now begin looking at the oven, starting here with the oven door. As you can see here in the trim piece, it is frayed and burnt. And it is also slightly discolored closer towards the bottom of the oven. So here we have where the door and the oven actually meet. There's a little bit of staining, as you can see. And then this is what we are seeing for the inside of the oven. Here we have the bottom drawer, starting with these sides. And then the inside of the drawer itself. We will now begin looking at countertops on the left side of the stove-oven combo. This is what we are seeing. We will now begin looking at the sink. So as you can see, there is some staining here in this corner. So then here's just a smaller piece of countertop on the very left-hand side of the sink. We will now begin looking at lower cabinetry, starting here underneath the sink. As you can see, it is scuffed and stained with a little bit of water damage. This is what we are seeing in the cupboard to or cabinet to the left of the stove and oven. This is what we are seeing in the pull-out drawer to the left of the oven. There's a little bit of water damage and staining here at the front. This is what we are seeing in the cabinet to the right of the oven. This is what we are seeing in the pull-out drawer to the right of the oven. As you can see, there is some staining and a little bit of damage. And then finally, we have these three pull-out drawers on the very right-hand side of the kitchen. A little bit of staining back here. We will now begin looking at upper cabinetry, starting with the very upmost left tall cabinet. Here we are to the right, or to the left of the stove. And then here we are to the right of the stove. We will now begin looking at the refrigerator and freezer. So starting with the refrigerator, there is a lot of damage here on the exterior. I'm only going to show you a few examples of it. However, it does cover most of the appliance itself. Scroll a little bit. And then here on the side, as you can see, there's a lot more damage as well. Here, actually towards the top, it kind of dents in a little bit. Alright, so starting with the refrigerator, this is what we are seeing. There is a pretty large cut there on the track. However, it does appear to be clean. The track is also slightly stained in portions. However, again, it is just cleaned. And then here we have the refrigerator door, starting with the shelving. Here we have the inside of the refrigerator, starting with the top shelf. Here we have the inside of the crisper drawer. And here we have the shelf that holds that crisper drawer. So for the exterior of the freezer, there's also some damages. So as you can see up here in the corner of the freezer, the laminate track is discolored. However, it is clean. And then here we have the inside of the freezer. And I did just want to go ahead and show you guys this ledge and the current condition that it's in. We will now begin looking at the bathroom for this unit, starting here with the sink and countertop. This is what we are seeing underneath the sink. There is some staining. This is what we are seeing for the toilet, starting with the base. Here we have the back hinges. We have front hinges, toilet seat, and toilet bowl. This is what we were seeing for the bathtub and shower. We will now be looking at windows, starting here with the living space. This is what we are seeing for this Windows track and screen. The screen does appear to be in good condition. And then this is what we are seeing for this Windows sill. We are now in the alcove. This is what we are seeing for this Windows track and screen. And this is what we are seeing for the Windows sill. So here we have the window going, or the sliding glass door window. This is what we are seeing for the track and the screen does appear to be in really good condition as well. We will now be looking at the walls, starting here with the entryway for this unit. So here on the wall that I just shown you, there does appear to be some scuffing, as well as what appears to be a previous nail hole. We will now be taking a look at the walls in the kitchen, starting here with the area behind the sink. Here we are now in the alcove, starting with the entryway. These are the walls. So in the upper left-hand corner of the wall I just showed you, it does appear to have a few covered nail marks. Here we are now on the opposite wall. Just a slight impression here, as well as a few repair marks. We will now be looking at the walls in the bathroom, starting here with the entryway. Here we have the walls behind the toilet. Now above the toilet. We will now begin looking at floors for this unit, starting here with the entryway. As you can see, the laminate is pretty cut up here. Also does include some staining and scratching over there by the heater. So here we are still in the entryway, now moving in towards the kitchen. So again, there is some scuffing on the floor, as well as cuts and dings taken out of it. Over here by the refrigerator, the tile piece where the laminate is cut. We will now be looking at the laminate in the bathroom. As you can see here in the entryway, there is also some cut marks. Some more gouges taken out in front of the countertop. So what we are seeing next to the the toilet, these are all cut marks. Here we have a full view of the floor. We will now begin looking at the floors of the living space, starting here with the entryway. Over in the corners, it does appear to be divoted down. Here we are in the alcove, starting with the entryway. This is what we are seeing. So I did want to let you guys know here in the corner, it does appear to be missing a chunk of carpet. Might be kind of hard to tell, there's a little bit of staining in this corner. And here's an overview of the alcove area.